All that shortly, but first, some breaking developments coming in. U.S. President Donald Trump says his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, is a quote-unquote weak person. Trump is accusing Cohen of lying to get a reduced sentence. Cohen has admitted to lying to the Senate Intelligence Committee about a plan to build a Trump Tower in Moscow. Cohen said that he made the false statements to be consistent with Donald Trump's political message. Cohen's lawyer says he continues to cooperate with special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russian election interference and possible coordination with Trump associates.
Michael Cohen, what he's doing is he was convicted, I guess, you'll have to put it into legal terms, but he was convicted with a fairly long-term sentence on things totally unrelated to the Trump organization, having to do with mortgages and having to do with cheating the IRS, perhaps, a lot of different things. I don't know exactly, but he was convicted of various things unrelated to us. He was given a fairly long jail sentence, and he's a weak person. And by being weak, unlike other people that you watch, he's a weak person. Go back and look at the paper that Michael Cohen wrote before he testified in the House and/or Senate. It talked about his position. What he's trying to do, because he's a weak person and not a very smart person, what he's trying to do is end, and it's very simple. He's got himself a big prison sentence, and he's trying to get a much lesser prison sentence by making up a story.
And in further developments, the president says he's not meeting Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman during the G20 summit. The U.S. president says the meeting is not happening as it was not set up. Remember, the Saudi Crown Prince is in Argentina for the summit. This is his first appearance at a global stage after the murder of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi in Turkey.
You're meeting with the Crown Prince. Why are you meeting with the Crown Prince? Do you not think it's important to hear his denial of killing Khashoggi or having knowledge of it?
It only wasn't set up. I mean, I would have met with him, but we didn't set that one up. I'm meeting with President Xi, which is a very important meeting, having to do with trade. And as you know, I'm making about 3 or 4 meetings. We just didn't have time.
Let's get in further details from our correspondent, Siddhant Sibbal, who's been tracking the very latest. Siddhant. All right, we'll just try and reconnect that line with our correspondent. But those two statements that we just played out for you coming in from the U.S. president. The first one where he calls Michael Cohen a weak person. This after Michael Cohen pleaded guilty to lying to the Congress, to the Intelligence Committee as well, for that Trump Tower. Remember, this has been a controversial subject, and Donald Trump has been time and again questioned by several media personnel as well. This time around, this latest development also putting him in the spotlight. But the president has chosen to call Michael Cohen a weak person. That's definitely a cover-up, which also does not go very well in the president's favor. And those words will definitely backfire for him as well. Those developments not showing the president in good light. Donald Trump has called Michael Cohen a weak person. This a short while after Michael Cohen pleaded guilty to lying. And now, what does this really mean for the president? Because it could not have come at a worse time for the leader when he's already being questioned on multiple fronts. And we will keep a close eye on the latest coming in on those developments.